In a universe that mirrored our own in landscape but surpassed it in technology, there existed a society that thrived on knowledge and power. This society was not built in a day, a year, or even a millennium. Over countless eons, it had evolved slowly, painstakingly, and deliberately, always reaching out for the next rung on the ladder of cosmic progress. The beings were not like us, not in the slightest. They were ethereal, intelligent, transcending the physical and existing in the metaphysical. A kind of existence that eludes our understanding, that stretches beyond our grasp. They were a society that embraced technology in a way we can only begin to fathom. It was not merely a tool or a means to an end, but an integral part of their existence. The machines they built were not just metallic constructs, but extensions of their selves, of their consciousness. The technology didn't merely serve them, it defined them. Their thoughts were not confined to individual minds but spread out like a vast interconnected web. Ideas, emotions, experiences, all shared in real time across billions of individual entities. It was a tapestry of thought, woven from the threads of countless minds. This was not merely communication, it was unity. The connectivity of their thoughts and machines was seen not as a choice, but as the pinnacle of evolution, the ultimate expression of their collective potential. However, despite their advanced state, they were not without their aspirations, their yearnings for more. They had explored their own universe thoroughly, investigated every nook and cranny, every single quantum possibility, yet they still yearned for more, for the unknown, for the unexplored. That's when they first glimpsed through the cosmic rift into Earth, a beacon of novelty in an otherwise thoroughly known cosmos. They watched us, not with the curiosity of equals, but with the interest of a scientist observing an experiment. Earth was not seen as a peer, a fellow traveler on the journey of cosmic evolution, but an object of study, a specimen under a microscope. The society looked at our planet, our civilization, and they didn't see a civilization to engage with. They saw a backward race, still struggling with issues they had overcome eons ago. They saw a primitive society, still reliant on outdated technologies, still fighting amongst themselves for scraps of land and power. They saw a society ripe for exploitation, a civilization at their mercy. Even as they watched us, they had already begun mapping out strategies, planning the steps they would take to exploit our Earth, our resources, our people. While this society was not malevolent by nature, it was driven by the desire for progress, a hunger for knowledge, a thirst for power. And when they looked at Earth, they saw a resource, an opportunity, a means to satiate that hunger, that thirst. When they first glimpsed through the cosmic rift into Earth, they saw not a civilization to engage with but a backward race, primitive and ripe for exploitation. Their discovery of Earth was accidental, a byproduct of their experiments with dimensional rifts. This surprising encounter with Earth was never part of their grand plan. It was merely an unforeseen side effect, an unexpected reveal brought about by their forays into the scarcely understood science of dimensional rifts. They were interdimensional explorers, pulling at the fabric of space-time and peering into the hidden corners of existence. In their scientific pursuits, they had come across numerous dimensions, each one with its own distinct characteristics and inhabitants. They had observed countless species, infinite worlds, and multiple realities. Earth, as it appeared to them, was just another speck in the vast cosmos, just another world teetering on the edge of the dimensional rift. Their initial observations of Earth were hasty and superficial, leading them to severely underestimate the potential of its dominant species. Humans. They thought humans were frail and feeble, their use of technology primitive when compared with the advanced technology they had at their disposal. Their perception was shaped by their own advanced standards, an inherent arrogance that came from being an explorer of dimensions, a pioneer of realities. Early encounters between them and humans were marked by a haughty dismissal of human technology. The alien visitors, with their advanced dimensional technology, saw Earth's technology as crude, archaic. They judged it based on their own advanced standards, an unfair comparison in all respects. They viewed the Earth's technological achievements with contempt, trivializing them as rudimentary efforts of an inferior species. Yet human technology, while crude by their standards, was resilient and adaptable. Humans had a for innovation and adaptation, a propensity for turning their weaknesses into strengths. They could create and modify, adapt and evolve their technology to meet the ever-changing challenges of their world. Despite their initial dismissal, The alien visitors soon started to notice the resilience and adaptability of human technology. They saw how it thrived under pressure, how it evolved through adversity, how it adapted to survive. This resilience and adaptability, they realized, the hallmarks of a thriving civilization, the signs of a species on the cusp of greatness. The humans, aware of their watchers, grew wary of the intentions that lurked behind each surveyed stare from across the rift. They saw the visitors not as benefactors, but as potential threats. Every gaze from across the rift, every observed movement, every sign of the alien visitors fueled their caution. They saw the unspoken intentions concealed beneath the alien visitors' stares, and started preparing for the possibilities of an interdimensional encounter. They knew they were being watched, and they were ready to face whatever lay beyond the rift. Humans, despite their perceived inferiority, were prepared to fight, to defend their world, their existence. They stood ready, aware and alert, while the intentions of their watchers lurked ominously across the dimensional rift. As the visitors from this parallel world began to impose themselves, initially through stealthy abductions for research, the world as we knew it began to change. These explorations, carried out under the veil of darkness and secrecy, gradually increased in frequency. The inhabitants of this parallel world, with their advanced technology and knowledge, were nothing like us. These abductions, although discreet and meticulously planned, had a profound impact on society. Fear gripped the hearts of ordinary people, as reports of missing individuals began to surface. Some were never found, while others returned, disoriented and unable to remember their experiences. They were the living testimonies of this surreptitious intrusion into our reality. Then came the next phase. The parallel world beings started to extract our resources. Their spacecrafts, invisible to the naked eye, hovered over our lands and seas, draining them of their precious resources. They took our water, our minerals, our energy, and we were helpless too. This was no longer a hidden invasion. It was a blatant exploitation of our world, a theft carried out with complete disregard for our survival. The most valuable resource, however, was not something tangible. They wanted our knowledge, our culture, our history. They collected books, music, art, and even people to study and analyze. They were invaders, they were colonizers attempting to understand and replicate our way of life. The fabric of our human reality began to buckle under the strain of this unprecedented invasion. There was a palpable shift in our perception of existence. We were no longer the dominant species. We were under siege by an advanced civilization from a parallel world, a civilization that had somehow managed to breach the barriers of our reality. Earth's government struggled to repel intrusions. Our military, our technological defenses, even our resolve, were outmatched by the superior technology and strategic advantages of their counterparts. Every attempt to defend our planet was met with failure. Their weapons were more powerful, their defenses impenetrable, our world was at their mercy. But as the days turned into months and then years, humanity tried to adapt. We learned from our invaders, studying their technology, their tactics. There was a glimmer of hope, a sense we might find a way to fight back. But the disparity was too great, the challenge too daunting. Still, we persevered, clinging onto the hope of regaining what was once ours. Resilience became our greatest weapon. We refused to give in, to accept our fate. We fought, we learned, we strategized. The struggle was real, the stakes unimaginably high, but our determination was unyielding. We were fighting for our survival, our future, our home. Earth's governments continued to struggle, trying to devise strategies to counter this alien invasion. They collaborated, shared resources, and worked tirelessly to protect us. But they were still outmatched, their every move anticipated by the superior intellect and strategic advantages of their counterparts. In the face of adversity, the human spirit shone brightest. An extraordinary resistance was formed, pooling together the most brilliant minds and valorous warriors from every corner of the globe. This was not just an ordinary rebellion or a localized insurrection. This was a global coalition, a testimony to the unyielding resilience and unwavering determination that defines us as humans. First-rate scientists, ingenious engineers, seasoned military strategists, and tactical experts from all walks of life united under a single banner, a common their shared goal: to protect Earth and its inhabitants, the only home we've ever known, from the impending doom. In the heat of this struggle, they began working tirelessly on developing new and advanced technologies, reverse engineering the sophisticated tech that the invaders possessed. Every new invention, every groundbreaking discovery, every technological leap, no matter how small, was a milestone in this Herculean journey, a beacon of hope in the face of overwhelming odds stacked against us. But it wasn't only the scientists and engineers who were at the forefront of this battle. Ordinary people, like you and me too, rose to the occasion. They turned their homes into shelters for the displaced, they pooled together resources to support the resistance, they organized and planned, they fought back. They did whatever they could do in whatever way they were capable of, small, big, to contribute to this war for our survival. The world had indeed changed, morphed into a battlefield where survival was the only victory. But amidst this metamorphosis, the spirit of humanity, like a phoenix, remained unbroken, rising from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever. The resistance against all odds, all challenges, all setbacks began to turn the tide. They started repelling several major attacks, pushing back the invaders, inch by inch, day by day, clinging on to that ray of hope that was gradually becoming brighter. In this grueling struggle, they even managed to capture some of the invaders. Each victory, however small or insignificant it may seem, was a beacon of hope in the endless dark night. The invaders, they had superior technology, they had advanced weapons, but what they underestimated was the power of human ingenuity, the strength of our spirit, and the burning desire to protect our home. This war taught us a lot. It showed us the destructive power of advanced technology, but more importantly, showed us the constructive strength of unity, the power of human spirit, and the importance of our home, our Earth. Now, as we move forward, the resistance, battered but not beaten, remains vigilant, ready to protect our home at all costs, ready to put up a fight till the end, for it is in the darkest times that the light within us shines the brightest. Victory, against all odds, was on the horizon. It was a glimmer of hope in a time of darkness, a tantalizing prospect that danced on the edge of our collective consciousness. We were a world besieged, a people tested, a civilization teetering on the brink of extinction. The invaders, alien beings possessing technology far superior to our own, had struck swiftly and without mercy. Our defenses crumbled, our armies fell, and world became a battleground. But we were not to be defeated so easily. The human spirit, resilient and unyielding, rallied in the face of adversity. Out of the ashes of our world, the resistance was born. This group of brave men and women, composed of scientists, soldiers, and civilians alike, refused to accept defeat. They huddled in secret locations, brainstorming, planning, waiting for the right moment to strike. They were the flickering flame in the heart of the tempest, refusing to be extinguished. The turning point came when the resistance managed to reverse engineer the alien technology. This was not a feat achieved through luck or fortune, but through sheer human ingenuity and relentless determination. It was a testament to our resilience, a shining example of our unparalleled capacity for innovation. The brightest minds of our world huddled over the alien tech, day after day and night after night, decoding and replicating their advanced systems. They worked tirelessly, their eyes straining from hours of study, their hands calloused from labor. What was once a symbol of our impending doom became a beacon of hope, an advantage in our hands. It was as if we had stolen the sword and turned it against them. The fruits of their labor bore witness to a major victory in a decisive battle. The reverse-engineered tech integrated into our defense systems tipped the scales in our favor. Our fighters, no longer mere defenseless prey, became predators. Equipped with very tools the invaders used against us, they stood their ground, pushing back wave after wave of assaults. It was a sight to behold, a spectacle of human tenacity and courage. The skies lit up with the exchange of energy blasts, the ground shook with the impact of the blows. The battle, fierce and grueling, ended in our favor. The invaders retreated, their numbers dwindling. Their once invincible armada was reduced to a fleeing squadron, their confidence shattered. For the first, we had the upper hand. The climax of our efforts came with the capture of the alien leader. A strategic strike, planned meticulously, led by the bravest of our soldiers, resulted in the alien commander's capture. It was a monumental victory, a blow to the invaders' morale, and a boost to the once untouchable leader was now our prisoner, his fate in our hands. With the alien leader in their custody and their technology at their disposal, the resistance was now ready to take the fight to the invaders. Their spirits were buoyed, their resolve stiffened. This was the turning point, where the tide of the war shifted. It was the moment when we stopped merely surviving and started fighting back. The resistance, fueled by hope and determination, stood tall, their spirits unbroken. The war was far from over. There were still battles to be fought, sacrifices to be made, enemies to be vanquished, but for the first time in what felt like an eternity, victory was within our grasp. Armed with alien technology and a renewed spirit, the human resistance launched a counterattack. It was an operation of an unprecedented scale, a venture that traversed the realms of imagination, painting a vivid picture of valor and resilience. A fleet of fighters equipped with the very weapons that were once used to subjugate us took to the skies like a swarm of angry hornets, each armed to the teeth with the formidable might of alien technology. They soared towards the alien base, their journey a testament of sheer determination, of the power of the human spirit, a testament to our resilience and tenacity. This was a new dawn, a pivotal moment in the history of our beleaguered planet. Our fighters, once the underdogs, were now a distinct and powerful force to be reckoned with. That vowed to take the fight to the enemy's doorstep and shake the foundations of their arrogance. The infiltration of the alien base was smooth and successful. Our resistance fighters moved with pinpoint precision, their actions coordinated and swift, a symphony of resistance in the face of oppression. Slicing through the alien defenses, once considered unassailable, was a testament to their unwavering spirit. It was a sight of poetic justice, a moment of sweet triumph as the turned, a moment that would be etched in the annals of human history. The alien base, once a symbol of our impending doom, was now a beacon of our impending victory, its grim silhouette illuminated by the burning desire for freedom. The climax of the operation was the destruction of the aliens' dimensional generator, a massive structure that hummed with alien energy, radiating an eerie glow in the moonlit night. This generator, the invaders' lifeline to their homeworld, was brought down in a spectacular show of force. Its destruction severed their connection, leaving them stranded on our world, their alien faces etched with an expression of disbelief and panic. The explosion was a spectacle of light and sound. A tumultuous symphony marked the beginning of our victory. With the dimensional rift generator destroyed, the alien forces were cut off from their homeworld and quickly overwhelmed. It was as if a mighty tidal wave had turned, engulfing the invaders who once seemed invincible. Their once formidable force was now on the defensive, their numbers dwindled, their morale shattered. The human resistance, once the underdogs, were now the predators, the hunters. The tide of war had turned in our favor. The war was far from over. There were still battles to be fought, sacrifices to be made, but victory, once a distant dream, was now within our grasp, its sweet taste lingering on our lips. In the face of overwhelming odds, the resistance stood tall, fueled by hope and determination, their spirits unbroken, their resolve stronger than ever. This was more than just a counterattack, it was a statement, a declaration that we would not go gentle into that good night. This was the moment when we took the fight to the invaders and we were winning. In the aftermath of the war, humanity was forever changed. The world had seen the devastation of the alien invasion that had shaken the fabric of our existence. The terror and destruction they had wrought had scarred the face of our planet, but we, as a species, were left standing. We had fought back, we had resisted their onslaught, and we had emerged victorious. It was a struggle that tested our mettle and our spirit, a struggle that brought out the best and worst in us. The triumph of our counterattack was a testament to our spirit, our indomitable will to survive, to fight, and to reclaim our world. It was an unprecedented victory, a turning point in our history. The echoes of our gunfire, the cheers of our victory, the memories of our fallen heroes still resonated in our hearts and minds. The end of the war marked the beginning of a new era, an era of rebuilding, of healing, and of rising from the ashes. The ruins of our city stood tall and stark against the horizon, a grim reminder of the past, of the price we had paid for our survival. They were scars on our landscape, but they were also monuments to our resilience, our strength, and our determination. Slowly, with determination and courage, we began the process of reconstruction. The rubble and debris were cleared away, replaced with foundations of new buildings, new hopes, and new dreams. The world was a canvas, scarred and worn but ready for a new beginning. Each brick, each beam, each nail was a testament to our resolve, our will to move forward, to rise from the ashes and rebuild. We built not just buildings but a new world order, a society that was stronger, wiser, and more united than ever before. The principles of unity, cooperation, and peace were the foundation stones of this new world order. The alien technology, once a weapon used against us, was now a tool in our hands. We integrated it into our society, using it to advance our technology to improve our lives. We used the very tools of our destruction for our construction. This was a paradox, a strange twist of fate that spoke volumes about our adaptability, our ingenuity, and our resourcefulness. The very technology that had threatened our existence was now propelling us into a new era of technological advancement. It was the dawn of a new age, an age where humanity and technology coexisted and flourished. The formation of a new world order was not without its challenges. There were disagreements, conflicts, and differences, but we faced them head-on, with the same spirit that had led us through the war. We learned from our past, from our mistakes, and we forged a society that valued unity, cooperation, and peace. We built bridges instead of walls, established dialogues instead of conflicts. With the threat from the parallel universe neutralized, humanity entered a new era of peace and technological advancement. The world was healing, physically and emotionally. The scars of the war were still visible, stark against the landscape. But they were a reminder of our past, a testament to our strength, our resilience, and our will to survive. The world had changed, and so had we. We were no longer just survivors, we were builders, innovators, pioneers. But we were ready for whatever the future held. This was the aftermath, the dawn of a new age, an age of peace, progress, and prosperity. The future held new challenges and opportunities for humanity. As we advanced forward, the weight of our history and the lessons learned from it stood as foundation stones in this new era. The scars of the past, though visible, didn't serve as reminders of our sufferings alone. They were now symbols of our resilience, of an unyielding spirit that refused to break, to bow down no matter the magnitude of the adversities we faced. They were a testament to our strength, a strength acquired over centuries of survival, evolution, and growth. A strength that had seen us rise from dust and ashes countless times, always stronger, always more determined. They were indicators of our ability to adapt, to shapeshift in response to the changing tides of time, to overcome the biggest of hurdles and to forge ahead, unscathed and unbroken. Our past served as a beacon that guided us forward, illuminating the path as we faced the worst, fought the fiercest of battles, and emerged victorious every single time. Now it was time for us to face the future, to step into the unknown, to continue our journey of growth, exploration, and discovery. We were ready, more than ever, to embrace the challenges that the future had to offer. Our first challenge was the exploration of the parallel universe. The alien invasion had opened our eyes, awakened us to the existence of other worlds, other dimensions, and other realities. With the defense of our world behind us, we were ready, eager, and excited to explore these new frontiers. The alien technology that we had at our served as our wings, enabling us to venture into the parallel universe. The unknown was no longer a source of fear. It had transformed into a source of curiosity, a source of wonder, a source of discovery, and a source of growth. The second challenge was to continue the development of advanced technology. The integration of alien technology into our society had given us the tools we needed to push the boundaries of what was possible, of what we could achieve. We were transitioning into a world where technology was not a tool of destruction, but a tool of creation, a tool of progress, a tool of growth. We were on the cusp of an era where technology would lead us into a future of unimaginable possibilities. The third challenge was the evolution of humanity into a spacefaring civilization. We had tested and proven our resilience on Earth, and now we were ready to prove it in space. We were evolving from being survivors to becoming explorers, pioneers, adventurers. Our aspirations were leading us further into the cosmos, and we were venturing out not just as explorers but as guardians. We were ready to protect our world, our home, from any threat that may come our way. We had evolved as a species, as a civilization, and we were prepared to safeguard our future, to face any challenge that we may encounter. As humanity stepped into the cosmos, they did so not as explorers, but as guardians, ready to protect their world, ready to face the future, ready to carve out a path for the to come. This was the dawn of a new era, an era of exploration, innovation, and progress. An era where we were not just survivors, but pioneers, visionaries, creators. An era where we were not just inhabitants, but guardians, protectors, preservers. The future was uncertain, but we were ready to face it, ready to embrace it, ready to write the next chapter of our story, ready to continue our journey of growth, discovery, and evolution, ready to seize the opportunities that lay ahead, ready to meet the challenges that the future might bring. ready to script the next chapter of our story. The future held new challenges and opportunities for humanity, and we were ready to face it.